has assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Timberwolves, they picked up the W against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. Bogdanovich out there with ball. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bell. And it's Cousins in at the 4 slot.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now here's Cousins. Porter looking it over. Kuszewski grabs the miss.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Baltimore with the ball, following the 3 by Minnesota. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Cousins. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Green. That shot missing. And Baltimore going the other way now. Outside, Bogdanovich. And so just over a minute and a half played. Unable to get that one. Outside, Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 7 points. Green's gone 3 for 4 here from the field.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's Russell missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. There's Russell with the 3. Baltimore with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got a piece of it.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
And that one's good. Russell.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Porter after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And here's Green outside. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Baltimore trails by 7. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Green kicks to Russell. The pass to Towns. No good on the shot. And Baltimore going the other way now. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Russell with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Poked loose. Bogdanovich passes the ball. Pass to Cousins. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Free throw drops for Green. Well, we know the playoffs are right around the corner, Greg. Do you think any of these teams change their approach for playoff contenders?
Kev, you know, goal number one is health. I mean, outside of that, you're looking at seeding. You're trying to fine-tune, but you want to just get it dialed in and get ready for what's about to be a marathon run, you hope, in the postseason.
Find that fine-tuning. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Baltimore trails by 7. Ball, the pass to Bogdanovich. Baltimore moving that ball around. At the top of the key, Cousins. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. That's tipped. Porter with the steal. And it's Baltimore on the break. Porter's running. Shoots over Towns. Porter, no luck.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Outside, Porter. Offline with his 3.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Pass to Towns. There's the triple. Ball with the rebound. Baltimore trails by 9. Here's Porter, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Man, he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Morris is checked in for Michael Porter. Timberwolves on defense. Down low, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for Baltimore. He praised D'Angelo Russell's game, saying that he's someone that can take over without warning. Coach told me his floaters, his outside shooting, he can hurt you so many ways. Once he's locked in, there's no stopping him. He can be unorthodox, but he is a special player. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And he makes the first.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
Morris is checked in for the Timberwolves. T.J. McConnell comes in for Green, and so Russell hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Ball dishes to Morris. Passes it to Roby. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Baltimore making a switch here. Silva's checked in. Ball against Russell. Ball no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered closely. Kicks it to Russell. Count the basket. Russell's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's McConnell. He kicks it to Morris. Inside, Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. And Spellman subbed in for Josh Okogie. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Evans is checked in. That one a little long. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. It's stolen by Morris.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's McConnell. Morris looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. Russell with it. Picked up by Portis. Launches a 3. That's tipped. And here's Evans. He gets it in there. Now McConnell. Morris outside. Now the pass to Reed. Here's Spellman. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. McConnell passes to Morris. Another miss by Minnesota.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Silva, covered by Morris. Silva, the pass to Roby. Here's Evans. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And Morris has got the ball here for Minnesota. They lead by 11. Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Evans with some nice D.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Morris with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. at some of the stats for him. Timberwolves leading by 9. McConnell passes to Reed. Now here's McConnell. Here's Reed. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No good on that one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Russell against Evans. Clock at 6. Off target on the 15-footer.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without fouling.
For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And so Russell hits them both.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Now here's Evans, and stolen by Russell. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Morris looking over the floor. Up top, Portis. Back to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. Roby can't hit. Minnesota leading by 13. Here's Spellman, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Minnesota.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The first one falls. Green, he's checked in for Russell. He hits both from the stripe. .50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Reed. Morris against Portis. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Roby. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet on the wing Evans. 6 to shoot. No good. Great D that time from Green.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Here's Reed. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Setting the floor for the Barons. We've got Bobby Portis. Cousins out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Reed gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here is Morris. Over in the corner, Cousins. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. That one wide left. Minnesota leading by 17. McConnell scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Now here's Evans. Green with the block. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Morris has got his second bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here is Porter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris into the lane. It's good. Now, here's McConnell. Poked away. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
McConnell finds Morris. Shoots over Cousins, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Now, here is Morris. From 10 feet out, no good that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
So timeout called here, the first for the Barons. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Cousins. Baltimore moving that ball around. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. Back to Cousins. But they'll get another chance. Here's Bell. It's blocked. And here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now Porter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball kicks to Porter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Last outing for Baltimore, they won that game against the Pacers. Here's Green. Up again. Akusevsky stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Outside, Bogdanovich. Porter with it. Bogdanovich looking around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Baltimore, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Okogie, the pass to Green. Got a piece of it. Bell against Towns. The pass to Pakusevsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Bogdanovich dishes to Porter. Bell trying to break loose. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the first one drops. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Both free throws good from Green. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's Green. He's got 13. To the paint. Here's Towns. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porter passes to Cousins. Back to Porter. Baltimore moving that ball around. Shot clock at 5. The drive-by Ball. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here is Porter after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Okogie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
The Timberwolves have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And he knocks down the first one.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him. Outside, Towns. Okogie for 3. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for D'Angelo Russell.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Bell with the block. Towns kicks to Green.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter. And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And Baltimore calls time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The inbound, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Bogdanovich has got 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Towns against Bell. Towns, the pass to Pakusevsky. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Silva. contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Timberwolves. And so he's able to get one of two.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He has 7.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Here's Bogdanovich. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Ball.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Here's Russell with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Russell's got 11 points.
And, you know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that one.
Outside Bogdanovich. All sorts of time. Jump shot is good. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Russell passes to Pakusevsky. Bogdanovich against Morris. Now, here is Russell. Defense right on him. Good on the shot.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Now, here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And then for the Barons, Portis, he's checked in for Jordan Bell. And it's Jacob Evans in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Top of the key ball. Unloads. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Boy, I tell you what, Russell is a problem out there. D'Angelo with the anticipation to flick it away and then kick off the fast break.
And here is Ball. Outside Portis. 1:41 left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Silva. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. High arcing shot, and Russell with the lay-in. Russell's got 15.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Now here's Towns. 8 points for him. Lets the three fly. And it's Russell missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Evans. It's blocked.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 7 for him tonight. So the wing on the left. Here's Portis. The shot misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And so it's Minnesota leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, it wasn't a very good half of them, no glass. And as a team, you never want to get pushed around like I push you and Ernie around. That's reason number 1. That's why the score it is the way it is. Jeez. Push back, man.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Russell is out there with Green. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Pakusevsky, the pass to Okogie. Here's Russell. Rebounded by Bell. Outside, Porter. Pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Russell kicks to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 8th assist in the game.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Now, here's Ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocked away and stolen by Russell. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Boy, improving as a two-way threat. It's big when Russell is making an impact on both offense and defense.
Snatched away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Okogie. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Ball. 90 seconds now into the second half. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now, here is Bell. He's got 8. Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Free throw drops for Green. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And a switcher also for Baltimore. Monte Morris is checked in for Ball. Both free throws good from Green. Baltimore with the ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Tell you what, Cousins knows he's got the green light to take these quick catch and shoot shots, and he's confident in doing so.
Pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Porter.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Josh Okogie taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Porter. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Bogdanovich. The rebound by the Timberwolves. To the inside. Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Inside, here's Pokusevski. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Pokusevski's got his second basket. Baltimore on offense. Morris outside. Here's Cousins. Out to Morris. Over McConnell. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Timberwolves?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Free throw drops for Green. Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. Evans, he's checked in for Baltimore. And both free throws good for Green. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Now, here is Morris. And here we go. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And the rejection by Towns. Over in the corner, Green. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Knocked loose. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Pokusevski. Towns trying to get open, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Pokusevski's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here is Morris. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. And he makes the first. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
And Towns throws it down.
And this is Karl Anthony Towns at his very best. When he's got it going like this, he keeps it going.
Morris passes to Portis. Kicks it to Evans. It's deflected. Here's Pokusevski, defended by Portis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. the first one falls, and the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in, and the Barons making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Pakusevsky. 8 points for him. Passes it to Reed, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Reed. Baltimore with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Morris passes to Silver. Back to Morris. Lock at 6. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Evans with some nice D. He kicks it to Morris. The pass to Portis. Evans feeling it out a bit. Poked away and stolen by McConnell. On the wing, Morris. Connects from three-point range. Morris has got 12.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Baltimore, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. He's off on the first. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Ball's checked in. And he sinks the second. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And it's blocked. Here's Silva. Pass the ball. Lobbed up there for Evans. And it's out of bounds. The Barons able to retain possession here. Playoff seeding so important here as we take a look out east. Taking a look at the Barons. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And you know, for Baltimore, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Now here's Evans after D'Angelo Russell's miss.
And, you know, on the defensive end, that's the intensity Russell's coaches want to see more of from him.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And, you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Here's Silva. Ball feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Evans. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Pass to Reed. Down low. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
Evans against Russell. Goes up on the high post. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for T.J. McConnell. 1:30 left to play in the third. Ball against Russell. Ball no good.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Carter-Williams dishes to Russell. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got 21.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Ball, the pass to Roby. Knocked away. Russell with it. Evans picks him up. Russell feeling it out a bit. Passes to Reed. That shot no good. And the Barons the other way now. And it's Evans in the corner. Baltimore moving that ball around. Six on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Outside, Russell. Launches it. And another three for Minnesota.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him, and he shoots it with confidence.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Baltimore with the ball on the floor for Baltimore. They've got Martin, and it's Roby in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Schofield. Roby can't hit. Roby's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the left side wing. Carter-Williams feeling it out a bit. Fades away. They grab their own miss. Hernan Gomez, no good. Here are the Barons. Right wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Bell is checked in for Baltimore. And he makes both free throws. Carter Williams with it. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Layman. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Poked loose. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know, really, Carter Williams is smart at drawing contact. He reads defenders extremely well.
Michael Carter Williams. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Here's Martin. That shot misses. Here's Minnesota. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Layman. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Layman's got his first 2 points. Outside, Martin. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the left wing. Here's Schofield. Offensive rebound. Here's Bell. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. The pass to Layman. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Green's checked in. And that one misses. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lets it go with a three. Knocks down the three ball.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Clemens. Basket counts. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. He can't hit that time.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Now here's Green. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Hernan Gomez has got himself on the board with three there.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Clemens. Teardrop shot. And Minnesota has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Lobbed up there for Green, and Green slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
A nice shot by Silva.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Green passes to Layman. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Here's Schofield. Hernan Gomez covering. Outside, Martin. 4 on the shot clock. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. To Marcus Cousins. He's checked in for Jordan Bell. Here's Cousins. Minnesota with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Jake Williams at the line for two.
First free throw is good. Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Baltimore on offense. Here's Clemens. Pass to Cousins. Here's Silva. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Silva's got 6 here in this quarter. Silva's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. And here is Carter Williams. To the inside. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, I love when Cousins uses his reach and strength to stymie shooters. Nice positioning on defense there.
Passes it to Clemens. That's tipped. Now the pass to Cousins. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now. And there seemed to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Good on both. Here's Clemens. Pass to Cousins. Here's Silva. Hernan Gomez covering. Here's Clemens. Pass to Schofield. 5 to shoot. Over Hernan Gomez. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Carter Williams. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, that's just good work by DeMarcus Cousins. Good, solid, fundamental work using the fake to draw the foul.
Marcus Alford, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Cousins.
And, you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
Both free throws good from Cousins. Minnesota with the ball. Carter Williams with it. Passes it to Layman. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Back to Hernan Gomez. It's blocked. And it's Baltimore on the break. Clemens with the bucket. Clemson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Clemson's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Carter Williams, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Carter Williams. Green kicks to Layman. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Layman gets the bucket. Layman's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
With the fadeaway, and Cousins gets it to go.
You know, we've seen Boogie hit threes now. Mid-range game, that's no problem either.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now here's Carter Williams. Floats one, and Silva pulls it down. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.